Hey everybody, this is Jeff from the Great Heights and Barely Controlled Chaos Homestead. I do have a longer video coming out this week, but I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk about something that happened this week that I want to just kind of stress. As we're getting into spring and summer, people are outside more, they're doing more, and of course that means, they're exposing themselves to more danger. We cannot, I can't stress this enough, and there's multiple videos about this, but Mike Rowe does a good job of talking about it, and if I can find his video, I'll link it in the comments, about safety first. You can't be 100% safety minded. It's just not possible. You can't do that and get what, do your business or do what you need to do. And so that's number one. Safety first is a great idea, but it just doesn't work. You do need to be safe though. And that's what I want to talk about. Yesterday I actually had a little bit of an incident. I was out using the tractor. I'm new to the tractor because obviously we just got it. I've watched 100 videos on how to operate a tractor safely and what to do. And what did I forget? Ballast on the back of the tractor. And I know that's incredibly important. I scooped a scoop of dirt. I backed up and the rear end, it did not come up off the ground, but you could feel it starting getting squirrely, and I went, okay, that's it, dump. I dumped a load of dirt before anything bad happened. I was extremely lucky. Like I said, the rear end did not come up, and I didn't, as hilly as it is here, it could have rolled if I was not careful. I'm really glad it didn't. I'm glad I was able to catch it fast. I had only moved a couple of feet when it happened, so it's dangerous. Ballast on the back of your tractor is incredibly important. And I will link a bunch of videos down below about ballast on your tractor, or at least one from one of the guys that I watched doing anything. Normally we have a brush hog for the tractor, and it's not quite enough, but it's a lot more than nothing. It weighs 300 or 400 pounds at least, so that adds quite a bit of weight, especially when it's way out back like that. Raise it up high, it adds a good amount of weight to the back end. And normally we have that on there. The initial goal, because I was doing it over lunchtime, was to just go and dump a little bit of stuff, some light stuff that I had in the loader. We're just going to go dump it up in a spot up near the top of the front yard, and then I was going to be done. But I was like, oh, I got 30 minutes. Let's go over and grab one load of dirt for the new planter box that we've got back here and get that done. But we'd taken the brush hog off because we were hauling logs and it gets in the way. And for hauling logs, because we're pulling them from behind, that's not a problem. So I just wasn't thinking, and it was dumb, and it was a mistake. And you probably have seen in our other videos me out chopping trees, and the kids are around. You've seen us use the chainsaw, and for most of that stuff, I am extremely safety minded. Yes, the kids are running around. Yes, they are, because the kids are part of our life. But the amount of time that I spend off camera lecturing them about which end of the chainsaw is sharp, and not to approach, not to get in the way of the tree coming down, or not, you got to stay clear when dad's doing this, or one of your older siblings is doing this. I spend a lot of time actually going over the safety rules with them, and trying to be safe myself. But at the end of the day, you do have to take some risk to do stuff. I'll be out here working and one of the kids will walk by. I immediately stop what I'm doing Get out of the safety circle. Get out of the, I was a Boy Scout, so when I was a Boy Scout, it was called your blood circle with your axe or your knife or whatever. Get out of that circle. But it's still, you got to take some risk. You can't use a chainsaw without using some risk. You can't use an axe without actually risking the fact that something could go wrong. You can't use a tractor without risking that something could go wrong. And just using the tractor here on this land is risky because it's very hilly. We are very mindful of that. So when we go get a load of dirt, it takes us 15 minutes to go get one load of dirt because the route that we have to take, that is the flattest route that we can take, so that there's the least amount of chance that the tractor will tip over. But that's okay. I'd rather take the 20-30 minutes to go get a load of dirt with the tractor than have something bad happen. But anyway, the baby and I want you to be safe. So please be safe. Please think about these things. If you have questions about tractor ballast, if you're new to tractors, this video that I'm going to link in the comments below. Actually, if I can link it in the one above here, if I can link it in the cards, I will too. Please take a few minutes. The guy is very knowledgeable about tractors. Good Works Tractors is where it comes from, and he knows his tractor ballast. Lots of different options for doing tractor ballast, and they're not all expensive. And like I said, put something on the back of your tractor so it doesn't end up tipping. Same thing with the front. If you're lifting a 1,000-pound bale of hay, make sure that you've got something in the front loader there so that you don't end up tipping the tractor backwards either. It looks really funny in Cars, the movie. It's dangerous. You're gonna get hurt, or it's gonna roll over sideways on a slight hill. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up. Right, thumbs up, buddy? He says thumbs up. Please subscribe. He wants you to subscribe. Right? And if you've got a comment about safety or in general about what we're doing, please leave the comment. We appreciate it. I always like constructive criticism. And we'll talk to you next time.